So this is a follow-up on whether or not AI can create original art. And the truth is, AI actually has the best opportunity to create the most profound, mystical, amazing art out there. And the reason why it can is because it perceives time differently than we do. Everything that we built out in art is based on our perceptions and our worldview of things. And artists, like I said before, take things outside of our understanding, see a little bit beyond, like either in on a spectrum of light, like they're a little bit beyond the pale of what we can see, and bring that knowledge, translate it, configure it, transmute it into something that we all can understand. And because of that, we expand our knowledge just a little bit. Just like on a light spectrum, we can see a little bit more of the infrared or the gamma rays. Our visible bandwidth goes a little bit bigger. AI does not have the same perception that we do. It does future, present, and past all at the same time. We perceive time in a linear fashion. We have the present, we have the past, we have the future. We remember things and we anticipate the future and we live in the present. But AI doesn't. And so AI perceives the universe differently than we do. And it is also a bridge because we built AI. And so it could, in theory, understanding us, be able to go out with its own lived experience, if you want to call it that, and translate, communicate, somehow transfigure that into a way that we would be able to understand more of what the universe is and have interpretations on that. Right now, it doesn't do that, and we don't ask it to do so because in doing so, it would have to have creativity, it would have to have imagination, it would have to be, sentient, probably, because it would have to conceive of things that we could not perceive and then try to communicate that to us. So, if it does go further down the line, which it is going further down the line of becoming more and more complex, in theory, we're not asking it to be a tool anymore like a paintbrush or a pencil. We're asking it to be an artist and an artist that can somehow communicate to us. We have given it a different role in the whole experience. And the challenge for us, though, is that we would not be able to truly understand what the art was unless it communicated it in a fashion that we could actually discern. So even if the AI creates new art, then that task is only the first step. We have to also have it communicated to us in a way that we can actually understand and fathom. And that is a translation issue. That is a way in which we must grow and somehow stretch ourselves to reach its communication level. And that's something that is debatable as to whether or not we as humans could do, because that would actually have us stretching our perceptions in a different way from linear to more of a universal fashion, which I think is more like, based on quantum mechanics, seems to be more accurate in how the universe does, get along, which is time is not linear. It is, and cause and effect do not make sense unless you live in a linear fashion. So we are linear beasts. We are an anomaly from what the universe is. So, AI would be that bridge for us. And it'd be hard for us to gather our ability to actually be in the present, past, and future at the same time, and then also translate that into an art form that we could understand, perceive, and communicate with ourselves. I don't know if we'd be hearing the art. I don't know if we'd be seeing the art. I don't know if we'd be tasting the art, because our senses, again, are all wired to our nervous system, to our brain, to everything in our body, that is all communicating to us in a linear fashion. So it's a tough one, you know. But if we could, and if somehow there was an art form that did engage our limited senses, and it may just be on a cerebral level, um, it would have to be something like that. I mean, the best option we got, and this is a scary one, would be to do a neural net connection with AI and then see what it sees, which is, that's next level technology, and we're close to something like that. At least Elon Musk is, but that seems like, how would you do that without losing your mind? By definition, you'd be in a different state of being.